G'day, welcome aboard Game Back, supported to you by Liberty Guild Gaming. Today we are doing a solo playthrough of Villainous, and our villain today that we'll be playing is Pete. So we'll actually gone through his guide here. Do this when you play this game, because this is actually very helpful in terms of how your cards play and how they interact to meet, in this case with Pete, meet the goals. So our objective is to complete 4 goals before we run out of our rounds. My suggestion is that when you do this, the goals itself gets randomly distributed out, so you don't know what they're going to be. However, when I do start, the 4 that I select and the 2 that these 3 are mandatory when I'm playing. However, Strike at Rich requires you to have 3 items, and Win Big, which allows you need to do a 4 power when you do play a game action. I find these 2 to be very luck dependent, depending how your draw is. So my recommendation is pick one of these 2 in order to play with. Then flip them over, randomize them, distribute them across to your locations. So there we go. And we're playing with Distant Lacana Club's solo variant, which uses a 11 round system, a first round and then 10 more rounds. On the right hand side here is our fate tokens. Whenever we move on to these right side here, rounds, we roll the dice, 50-50 chance if we get fated or not. I might shuffle these. And actually shuffle these ones. So, and we've got 50-50 chance of seeing if you get fated. If you do get fated, you simply grab that token, you bring it to the base, and you get another round in order to play. So it's not all bad. I find that a lot of his fates are generally effect dependent, which actually generally hurts my power supply. So we'll see how this plays out. You'll find that I generally dance between these 2 locations here, mostly because this gives me 2 activations, a discard action, and I also get 3 gold. Where over here, you know, I get 2 gold, but I also get a shuffle action, so it allows me to shuffle things between locations. And also, I can also activate or do a vanquish. So you'll find that I dance between these 2 quite frequently. So let's get playing. So I'll draw up my 4 cards. And what you find too though, when you do play, let's say with the items, yeah, there's only 4 of these in the entire deck. So I could have an item way at the base here and run out of my rounds before I even actually get to see it. So just be mindful of that too. So you may want to collect this, do a pandemic sort of thing, like you shuffle the item cards in the top 3, you know, leave the 5 cards at the base, and then maybe, I don't know, you work out what works for you, or you can just shuffle it and just take it by chance. So here we go. So I've got to play a game here, which we're not doing, so I'll toss that eventually. So I'm going to go over here and immediately collect my 3. 1, 2, 3. What I do find when I do play with Pete, I do accumulate a lot of power coins. I get to activate 2 cards, 2 player games. I am going to go, and I can only really afford this one, and this one needs to be played at the airport. So there we go here, and just keep in mind too, I like flipping it this way as a reminder that I do get an additional coin when I play at this action over here. So that will clean up my power coins. I'm going to discard these 2 cards over here, these 2 play the games. So when I'm playing with that goal, come over here and draw another 3 cards to end my turn. I could have played another card if I chose to. Oh, we've got another item over here. And what we got here, we've got Horse, which allows you to move an ally or an item, which is very handy when you're trying to complete this action over here, or trying to accumulate, which one is it? It's here, trying to accumulate 10 power. So there are cards here that help sort of mitigate and give you, you know, helps you sort of meet these requirements in some respect. This Mischief one here is no good to us when we're playing solo, because it's dependent on how your opponent is playing and gaining power. In my games, I haven't actually noticed anything that actually gives the opponent power. So this will be one of the cards I'll be discarding at the start of my next turn. And we've got Outrage here. So there are cards potentially in here that will move my allies or items. When that happens, I can get outraged, and I can defeat a hero of strength of 3 or less. So it's actually quite a powerful card when you're playing 1v1. And if there's an opportunity where it moves my cards around. So that's the end of my turn. Start a card, and I am now going to remove the first round. And what am I going to go do next? I am going to go and do a shuffle action over here. I'm going to get my 2 gold coins. I'm going to shuffle this one along over here, and then I'm going to activate a card. I can't afford this one just yet. And Need to get this one tossed. I am a little bit stuck at the moment. So I'm going to leave these cards as is, because I can't actually afford to play them. And I don't want to play this unless I've got an item or I want to move an ally, to any location. And considering that this needs to be played at Frontier Town, oh, actually that's not too bad. So, excellent. We're going to end there and play this round here. I've got my 2 dice. We'll see how this plays out. We've got 2 and 1. So nothing happens. So remove that one, and I get to start my turn. And I am going to go and I want to get a discard action. And see, and you'll notice here, like I get to discard and get 3 coins. So it just logistically makes sense for me to go to these places here. So 1, 2, and 3. And I get to play 2 cards. I'm going to play the Bank Loot, and it needs to be played at the Frontier location. So that's 2 and 3. Now I'm happy where this one is at the moment. I am, because I can always do a shuffle action, and maybe I'll get to pull another item card. And so we'll see how that plays out. However, I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards here as a discard action. So I'm playing this one over here. And let's see, because I want to get through this deck and try to get to those items as soon as I can. So there we go. We've got our 3rd item, and this one needs to be played at the service station. So it needs to be played right here. So that's actually quite handy. And we've got 2 cards here. Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete allows me to draw 2 cards, put one in my hand, and put the other one at the top or the bottom. This is the kind of card that really helps you sort of with the win big scenario, where you're at least knowing what that top card is when you decide to play it. But there is a chance that you may not actually get the card that you need underneath. So there we go. But it's actually a nice card to have in my deck, because at least that way I can control what I'm going to draw and what's going to be in my hand. So I have now played that and drawn up to 4. The round is over. So grab this one. Moving on to the next round, I am going to go start your turn at least 3 items at this location. So I'm going to go over here. Yeah, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to collect 3 coins now. I get to shuffle. So I'm going to shuffle this item over here. And I'm going to play my location here. And it gets played at the service station, which is here. So that's going to cost me 3. There we go, and I can play activate 1. Can I do another second activation? No, I cannot. So that leaves this one here. I can't play a second card, so I'm going to stop here and move on to the next round. So let's roll this out and see how this plays out. We've got 3 and 3, so 6. So we do get faded. So we've got Knocked Silly. Reveal the top 5 cards of Pete's deck. Discard the cards with a cost of 2 or more and return the rest to the top of the deck. Okay. This will really hurt you if you're playing win the game. So that is a brilliant, like, strength 3, so it costs 2 or more. Got a mischief card over here. And this is what I mean too, like if you were playing win the game, you think that'd be fantastic. You got a 3, okay, what's the chances? I only need a 1. And then you pull a mischief card and you miss your chance. So here we go. We've got our 4 cards, anything that costs 2 or more. So there goes play a game, and there goes airstrike. These 2 here get returned randomly. So let's just give these a bit of shuffle and a backwards shuffle. Yeah, it's only 2 cards, so there we go. And I'm likely to draw them anyway in my hand. So that is that effect done. And then we add this one and add it to the base of the rounds. Now it is my turn now, and I am going to go and do a shuffle action. I am, and so I'm going to go here for once. So I'm going to get 1 coin for that. I get to activate a card. So why not? Ooh. I am, yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm going to do that and play this. Let's have a look at our 2 cards here. Yeah, at least that way I get it out of the way. I get to put this one into my hand. And I then actually put this at the bottom. There we go. Excellent. And I think, did I lose a card somewhere? I should have 4 cards here. And I do not. So that's right, we'll draw in the next hand. Not sure what happened there. And I'm going to use the shuffle. And shuffle this one over here. And now I've got my 3 items, but I've got to start with 3 items. So you see how we go. I don't have a discard action over there, so I'm going to draw my next card. And play around. There we go. And now it's started my turn. I do have my 3 items there, so I've completed that action. And now I'm going to start with more allies in each location, which I haven't actually started yet, so I need to start doing that. And I don't have any bandits in my hand to complete this 6 power location here. Bandit cards allow you to draw more bandits, and I need at least a total of 10. Okay, so I am going to go and over here. Get myself. Oh, I could actually go over here now, actually, because it's. But I need to discard cards. I do. So I'm going to go over here. This has got some really good coins, but what matters to me right now is discarding my cards that are useless to me. So I'm going to play Sneaky Pete. Has my first card. Ooh, got my bandit. So I'm going to put him here. This is a fun card to have. This allows you to go through your discard pile and gives you an opportunity, like, you know, get that win a game action card into your deck, into your hand. So it's not too bad of a card. So I'm going to leave it on top. And actually, choose a card from your discard pile. I'm actually going to put that at the bottom because I want to get my bandits. I do. It's a good card to have, but there's nothing in there that I want at the moment in my discard pile. There we go. I'm going to play Sneaky Pete again. Oh, there's my other bandit, and there's little Mr. Cricket. Hey! Each time a hero is played, you get to move him to that location. So I am going to go and put him at the bottom as well. There we go. I'm going to discard this card. And I'm also going to discard this card here. Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get my bandits out and improve my chances. There we go. Didn't have to actually get rid of the horse after all. Okay. Not sure if that was a smart move or not, but let's see how that plays out. We are just going to get fated. So we'll see how this plays out for us. We've got 2 and 5, that's 7. So there we go. I'm going to go here, spend at least 6 power. Do we have that? 2, 4, and 6, yes. Well, Pete is at this location. So this is quite unique. This is where Pete needs to be at that location in order to actually get that goal. So I get 1 card, 1 of these, and I get to play these bandit cards, which allow you to play other bandit cards as the same player card action. So that's 2, that's 4, and that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that allows me to complete this goal over here. And it does give me a shuffle action. So I'm going to use that shuffle action and move over here. So, and I can't discard, so let's draw another 3 cards. Got Steamboat Willie. There we go. That's not too bad of a card because that gives me another shuffle action, which I want to do, potentially. Cool, that's the end of my turn. End of that round. There we go. I am going to go and play over here. And I get 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to actually play my bandit cards. That's 1, 2, and 3, 4. So that is done. And start your turn with allies totaling 10 or more strength. So I got 3, 6, and 9. So don't quite make it just yet. However, I can do a shuffle action over here, and I'm going to shuffle this one across. So now I do meet that, but I've got to start my turn there. I can still get vanquished in some capacity. So, and I don't have enough to actually pay for this one. So we're moving on to end of the round. We're going to get fated, so we see how we go. We've got 3 rounds to go after this one. We've got 6 and 4, so that's 10. So we do get fated. So we add that round token at the bottom here, so you can actually see how many rounds I've got. let's flip this over and see how we go. We got knocked out silly. Discard cards that cost 2 or more. Wow. Top 5 cards. There we go. So that knocks out these 2 bandit cards over here. That actually does make it relatively difficult for you when you're trying to build up your power or trying to spend 6 power tokens. Action. So we've got 3 cards in here, which will cost less than 1. There we go. Excellent. Now it's my turn. Start your turn with more allies than heroes. And start your turn with allies traded totaling 10 or more. So we've met this goal here. So let's put that over here. And I am going to go and move over here. Mostly because I wanted to be able to discard my cards. So let's get 3 coin. 1. Oh, there's 2 there. Plus 1 more. And I am... What I really need to do is do some shuffling. Do some shuffling. Well, I'm going to play this card. Steamboat really can only be played at the Ponduck Landing. Okay. There you go, I'm going to play that. And just as I play it, I now have a shuffle action. There we go. And I am going to go and shuffle him over here. I'm going to discard this card and draw up 4. There we go. Excellent. So that's the end of that round. And now it's my turn, and what I need to do, I need to do some shuffling. So I'm going to go over here, get myself 2 coins, and 2 more for the items under here, and also get to activate twice. So I am going to do some shuffling. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to move this one here, shuffle over there, and I am going to go and grab this horse, pay for this one, which cost me 1. And when horse is played, you may move an ally or item. So I am going to go and move this bandit over here. Not that it was necessary, I do now have an ally in every corner, but it's just fun to be able to use that action. So, and I've only just played 1 card. Yeah, I've only just played 1 card here, so I do have an opportunity to play for a second one. So you know what, let's get Parrot out over here. There we go, so that's 1. So pay 1, and just for some fun and giggles, I'm going to go and grab this card here. Because I'm going to complete that more than likely on my next turn, and because we've got some more rounds, we'll see how we go. We'll see if we can actually do play a game. So, cool bananas, let's do this. We're going to get fated now. And, whoop. Down the tower. That's 1, that's 6, that's 7. So I don't get fated this turn. Oh, forgot to draw up to 4. There we go. I am start your turn with more allies than heroes at each location. I have done that. So I've actually completed all these goals here. So we've won. We've got 2 more round trackers to go, and we've already actually completed our objective. But for the sake of it, just having some fun and giggles here, let's go grab that win big and see how we go in actually winning this. So cool. And to determine where it's going to go, let's randomize it, shall we? 6, 8. So it's 3, 6. So it gets played over here. There we go. And now it's my turn, and I'm going to go somewhere where I can actually play 2 activations. So this one here, for example, and I get 3 coin, because that also allows me to discard some cards, which I'm going to do. 1, 2, and 3. That allows me to get through this deck sooner if I need to get more cards. Question is, what is under here? I've already got some high cards already. I've already got my items out already. Airstrike's gone. So I may not actually have enough to actually do this. So what's important to me at this moment is getting rid of cards I don't need. There we go. You know what? I am going to chance it. Because I think I've only ever had 1 of these played. And I can always go back and get it from my hand. So I'm actually going to take some chances here. I'm actually going to play a game. I'm going to see, hey, here, because I think I've only ever actually discarded this once. So theoretically then, these two could be play a game. Let's flip them over and see how we go. Oh, wow, okay. Not so good. And I should have known this, because I put these two cards at the bottom at the start of the game. Wow, so they all get discarded. There we go. These all get shuffled into the deck now. Clearly counting cards is not my thing. So there we go, that's shuffled. And I'm now going to go and play this card here. So pay 1. I'm going to put this one here. Oh, there's nothing in my discard pile. There's nothing. So I am totally dependent on my next draw. So I'm going to keep it though, just in case, you know, there is actually going to be no fate cards. So I am actually going to go discard all 3. So I've only got 2 more rounds to go. Then I'll be able to draw. Oh, got that card back. Oh wow, look at that, I've got 2 of them now. And I've got my parrot, so just in case I need it. Oh, and I've also got my big 3. That's a problem. That's gonna, yeah. Okay, we'll see how we're gonna go, shall we, people? So that's the end of that round. So, there we go. Let's go over here, because I like to play 2 cards at once. This way to, and I'll get my 4 coins. So let's get my 4 coins up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go with play a game. Let's just do it right off the bat. Got a couple of chances of this. We've got no sneaky peek. 0. 0. Okay, no good. Okay, let's do it again, shall we? Play the 2 coins. So using this activation over here. 2, 3. No good. So lost it twice. Okay, there we go. So that's the end of my turn. I can't play anything more. So I'm gonna see if we get faded. Last round. 6, and that's odds. So this is it, last round. Let's draw my card back to 4. There we go, I got some zeros out of the way, which is fantastic. I'm gonna go over here, but I wanna be able to play the game back. So that's gonna be the first card I'm gonna play. So let's go in here. Play him at a location first. Pay the coin. And where is he? Where is play the game? There we go. Excellent. So I've got this card. I'm now going to pay it to activate my second action. So last chance. We've got 2. We've got 1. We did not actually get the 4 power that was required in order to meet that goal action. So thus we've actually lost. So that's a good opportunity of seeing how it can be quite difficult playing with those 2 very luck dependent cards in the deck. We had 4 rounds or so to beat this thing, and unfortunately we did not. Could be the fact I could have played a lot better, or I could have done things a little bit differently, but at least that gives you an opportunity of seeing that, hey, playing with 4 goals is an opportunity to beat it. And if you want to play with on expert mode or very feeling lucky mode, throw that in there. Do what I just did before, roll the dice to determine where it's going to go. So thank you for watching. This has been fun playing Villainous with the villain Pete, and hope just keep on gaming, and I'll catch you at the next one. This has been Board Game Backers, brought to you by Liberty Guild Gaming. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll chat to you with the next one. Bye.